A little late.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Sunday night GT3 here at RaceWerks on iRacing.com. Tonight, this is race number 5. We are at Mobility Resort Motegi. I hope all of y'all enjoy the race. Thank you to Bridgers Transport LLC for the, sponsorship and everything. And thank you, TJ, for allowing us, here at RaceWorks to race with everybody. We got races, 4 or 5 nights a week. We got anything from open wheel, GT3s, GT4s. I mean, you name it, we try to do it, and we get a little bored, we throw a little fun race in there, If you guys, want to come out and give us a try, just look up RaceWorks on iRacing.com, send us an application, we'll look it over and get you in here. Thank you. Have a good race. All right. Times are looking good, gentlemen.
Well, that's a tricky pit entry.
Yeah, it is. About 9.5 minutes left of practice before qualifying. It's about 10 o'clock in the evening over here in Japan where we're racing this evening. Track temp is about 68 degrees. And we're having a lot of fun out here. It's kind of nice to be able to travel the world and race wherever you want to and do it all from your living room.
Or bedroom.
Or bedroom, or in some people's cases like Fuzzy's, down in the basement. Yeah, but his basement's kind of cool. It's also the bar.
Mm-hmm. It's fully stocked.
And for those of you that like to watch my races and everything, I have been asked to also start airing the Friday night races. So I'm going to try and get that lined up. I know my work schedule is a little hectic, so I don't know if I'll be able to stream every single one of them, but I will definitely try.
EJ's in a Merc. Mooney, you're right there.
Yeah, and I'd like to quit screwing up.
That time's pretty close for everybody.
Oh, it is. It'll be who makes the mistake first.
That'll be me.
Technically, I'm hoping it's not you. I'm hoping it's Riv who takes you out. That way it doesn't look bad.
Oh, that's right. You and River are battling for the lead in the points, aren't you?
At this point,
Man,
Who's willing to pay the highest?
I'm sorry, but anybody that knows me, I could care less about the points.
the benefit of not having a life and being able to make every race.
You both made every race.
I was talking for myself, not for him, so.
Four minutes left. Almost 4 minutes.
Where the hell's the pit entrance at?
When you go into the last chicane, it's right there to the right. There's a sign that says pit entry.
Okay, so it's not the one that's at turn 10.
No, that's what I thought too, and I went in there. Because it says pit.
Yeah.
As you come around there, you'll see the cones. There's a line of cones. That's the right side of pit lane. And then as you go up to it, there's a chicane in the pit lane that you have to right left.
What the crap? That's tricky.
Yep. But you can cut that corner.
Well, if you cut that corner, you can still get a slowdown penalty. Or a
No,
cut.
I'm talking about in the pit. Where you first go into the pit, you ain't gonna stay to the left of the yellow line.
Right, but if you cut and get on the grass too much, you can get.
No, I'm talking about
worse.
past the cones for your in pit lane, and you're on. You know, you got your right, left, and it goes back to the right after the cones.
Right.
And it's all asphalt.
It's asphalt, but there's grass there, and if you actually cut on the chicane,
they will give you illegal pit entry.
No.
Pit entry or a cut course, yeah.
I'm talking past the yellow cones into pit road.
Oh, in the pit road.
In the pit road. You don't have to stay left of that yellow line. That's what I was saying. Once you get into pit road, because it's a wide open, and once you get through that little narrow section, it widens out, and you can cut back to the right. Shave some time off there for your pit entry.
Now you have to worry about Josh, Brent.
He'll spin. He always does.
Josh is getting consistent.
He is.
Yeah.
I just want to have fun. This will be my last race for like 2 weeks, so. Who won last night?
What's his name? Good Alex. Yeah, Alex Good.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. With White between him and Alex Bishop, so there's a bunch of Alexes on the podium.
Yeah, honestly and truly, I mean, I would do the races without points altogether, you know, but people will get all upset over that. Look at Josh Emerson coming up there and bumping Fuzzy off the pedestal.
Yeah.
All right, Riv, you've got all this wonderful sponsorship for this broadcast. You need to get a sweeping crew out there and clean up the track.
Right.
Let me talk to my sponsor real quick. Hey, Fuzzy, get your ass out the car and go sweep the track.
I pay for the people. I don't do the work.
Just go down to the corner where they're delaying some pavement. They've got one of those sweepers there. Just run around the track a few times.
Yeah, especially turn 1 and coming out at turn, what is that, 13, 14? Onto the front stretch.
Right.
Oh, there's also a bit of gravel, pretty good there on the corner going up to the entry of the backside pit entry.
Yeah.
Whatever corner that is. I mean, there's probably a name for it that most of us call that we don't want to say on, a nice, polite broadcast, but
I don't know whose broadcast you're on, but not this one.
I didn't want to seem presumptuous that we all call it a motherfucking corner.
Absolutely.
Too fast.
Fuzzy, our sponsor, laying it down hard. I love it.
David made it in here too. Nice lap, David.
I'm not sure if David's in Discord or not, but yeah, that was a very, very nice lap. Somebody just popped in here.
Now you can heap your respect upon David. Nice lap, David.
Very nice lap, David.
Very nice lap.
Thank you. Is it on leader or on the green?
It is on green this season.
All right.
Too much confusion going on, leader. I decided that it's going on green.
What car are you in, Frankie?
There.
I'm in the McLaren.
Maybe it does need all that light to be able to see where it's going. Can you turn the brights off, though?
Let me see. What does this light switch do?
That just angers the werewolf in front of you.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Your lights are bright too. You got your high beams on.
I think everybody does. I don't think there's a way to change it.
Well, I'll slam on the brakes. You can hit the back end. It'll eliminate some lights.
Okay, that works. I took the headlights out for a second, but it was almost time to come back in, so.
I was just thinking you jumped out of there. If TJ jumped in before you jumped back, you were starting from the pits.
No, I was trying to get the headlights out of your eyes.
Because you've gridded, and if everyone grids before you come back, you start from the pits. So just be wary of that.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
Green.
bloody cold tires. I hate it. I do appreciate nobody hitting me, though.
So do we.
Yes.
Bad luck, Lucas.
That's all right.
Makes it tricky, that last one.
It's just too much gas on the way out. I was being a bit
Overzealous?
that might be a way to put it. Greedy with the throttle? A little bit.
Okay. We can do it that way. Oh, come on, what is going on? You quit racing your fucking mirror.
Huh? Oh, go yourself.
Sorry, Lucas. You got me.
That's all right.
Dress you rejoin.
Come on. This goddamn cool.
I couldn't do it to you, Dougie.
You could have. Would have been alright, man.
Yeah, but you're doing so good, and I know I'm pushing you, so.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Holy crap, David.
Coming in too soon. Quit that.
it again.
Well, I'm glad I was able to dodge you, even though it cost me a spot.
Sorry, man.
Oh, no, it's all good. Nobody wrecked. I seen you losing it, and I overbraked it and spun myself.
Ah.
Yeah, I know. Shut up about the track.
Well, these safety cars overtaken me.
Yeah, if David keeps that pace up, I'm going to be a lap down pretty soon.
He's pretty quick.
Pretty quick. Fucking quick. Sorry. Red Bull should destroy it.
Oh, I'm going to pull his car into the shop later for an inspection.
Yeah, it needs to be scrutineered.
Paid work. Yep.
Now you're just showing off.
Yeah, he found him.
But is that the right? I'm in the right place? Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it feels weird as shit. You're in the right spot.
If not, you'd be
Yeah.
black flag for cutting the course already.
Well, that could happen. Oh, jeez.
Frank, quit looking at the back of the car in front of you and pay attention to the track.
Good advice. I needed to yell that at myself once. God damn, it was either do this or run into Josh.
Uh-oh. Getting latency and packet loss.
Yeah, me too.
You as well?
Yep. Localised issue, I'd say.
Go, Josh. Yeah, things are blinking in and out.
Oh yeah. Surprised I'm still here. To be honest.
I reckon we could crash out soon.
Yep.
You guys having internet issue?
Yeah, looks like it.
Uh-oh.
Got both warnings up. Must be Trump's new tariffs.
Yeah, he's put 10% tariff on our internet connection.
God damn it! Son of a bitch. Fucking son of a bitch, motherfucker.
One went away.
Damn it, son of a dumb.
I think it's getting better, Lucas.
Yep. Yeah,
Bill's
mine's
getting
gone
better?
from red to yeah, it's gone from red to orange.
Yeah, same.
Come on, get back over here.
Oh,
Ooh, I was gonna let you through. Sorry, I should have told ya.
yeah, I was just gonna stay behind you and wait for the straightaway, but
You're taking this corner wrong now because you're chasing space where you was already at. Frickin' just drive and chase him down. God damn.
Oh, damn it. There you go, Mooney. That brought you right back to me.
Yeah, well, thank you, but still not where I was.
We are not, crew chief. You're fired.
Did he tell you it's going well?
No, he said that we were exactly where he expected us to be.
That bastard.
Punch him in the nose.
Yeah, here I am in 6th place, and this is where he expected me to be. Wait till I get back to that pit lane.
You're late on that corner. You're really freaking late on that corner. You're early on that one. Come on. screwed up that corner again. You can only screw it up 2 more times. You can't keep fucking it up. You got Brent up there going, keep fucking it up, keep fucking it up.
Yeah, pretty much. 'Cause I'm doing it too.
Corner long.
No, don't drop another gear there. Damn it.
Damn it. Just screwed up. Can't drive like this and you drive a freaking idiot. You're overdriving. You've just given away the race because you've overdriven the last 2 laps. One last lap. So you just might as well finish where you're at because you can't do nothing unless he wrecks. And he's not going to wreck now, so you fucked it up.
I wouldn't say that.
You're running last.
TJ's last. Quick.
TJ left.
Yes.
White flag, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. Hey, Motegi lights off fireworks.
Yes.
Yep.
This is the first time I've run Motegi in the dark.
Good job winning there, David.
Smashed her.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, David.
Excellent race, gentlemen. Excellent race.
Thank you, guys.
Nice finish there, Josh and Brent.
That was fun, buddy. I know you were getting mad at yourself, but
I was mad at myself. I was also mad at other things. I did not anticipate how Doug went through the corner, and instead of hitting him, I braked harder and looped it.
Yeah.
And cost myself.
Well, I just rolled across. Got no gas.
And it's not Doug's fault. I'm mad at myself for not anticipating what Doug would do.
No, that's probably
Well,
my fault.
It was a fantastic
Not your
race
fault,
either way.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I feel like I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Doug,
See
it's
ya.
not your fault.
it's not your
Doug,
fault.
where are you
Doug.
going?
I have to anticipate and not wreck the driver I'm near. Wouldn't have mattered if it was Doug or Riv or David.
I think Doug just disappointed with himself.
I think Doug did a fantastic job. I was sitting there pushing him around for a few laps, and he done very, very, very well. And yeah, he has no reason to be upset.
I personally had more than just that mental mistake. I was following Josh and was deciding to go into the pits, and Josh went into the pits and he slowed up more than I was anticipating. So I took and went through the grass and stayed out and had to burn off a cut course, which, cost
All
me
right, guys.
about the distance.
See you later.
So,
Rib, I'll call you at some point tomorrow.
All right, Fuzzy, have a safe drive, brother.
All right.
Hope
Yeah.
you get far enough along tonight.
nice finish, Brent.
Drive safe.
Yeah. That was fun, Mooney.
Oh, try.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our sponsor, Brent Bridgers. He is actually leaving his racing rig and jumping in his diesel rig and traveling across the United States. So, I wish him all a safe drive, and hopefully he gets as far as he wants to tonight. Y'all have a very wonderful evening. Great race, everybody. I enjoyed it, and we will see you next. Mooney, I'll have to talk to you about Friday. We will definitely see you next Sunday. Y'all have a good evening.
Yep.